Hello students, welcome back to the online classes. This is SM Mali, lecturer Department of Statistics, Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. In the previous class, we have started Introduction to Statistics and some basic concepts. In that class, we studied the definition of statistics in plural sense and the characteristics of statistics. Today we have to study the definition of statistics in singular sense. Statistics as a statistical methods or definition of statistics in singular sense. The first definition is statistics may be defined as the science of counting and the science of averages. It is the science of counting and the science of averages. And this definition was given by A.L. Bowley. Then next definition is statistics may be defined as the science of estimates and probabilities. Science of estimates and probabilities. What is meant by estimates and probabilities? In detail we are going to study further. And this definition was given by Boddington. The next definition is very important. Statistics may be defined as the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. And this definition was given by Croxton and Cowden. It is the science of collection, means data collection. It is presentation, means collected data is called as raw data, and that we have to represent in the form of table. Then the tabulated data we are going to analyze by using some statistical tools and techniques, and based upon those results we are going to interpret the data. It is nothing but the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation all together is nothing but definition of statistics, and this definition was given by Croxton and Cowden. In the exams they may ask define statistics. If they ask define statistics, then any one definition you can write there. But if they give the definition by given by A.L. Bowley or given by Boddington or given by Croxton and Cowden, then the particular definition only you have to write in the exam. The next concept is the main divisions of statistics or branches of statistics. The statistics have two branches. It is statistical methods and applied statistics. Now we will see what is meant by statistical methods. Statistical methods are also called as mathematical statistics or theory of statistics. Mathematical statistics or theory of statistics are called as statistical methods. It deals with the procedure of statistical analysis of numerical data. It is a tool for decision making. It is the tool for decision making. So, statistical methods are nothing but mathematical statistics or theory of statistics. The next concept is, or second branch is applied statistics. Applied statistics is the application of statistical methods to concrete situations like agriculture, industry, population, medicine, etc. Means where we are going to apply statistics or applications of statistics, it is called as applied statistics. Then there are various branches of applied statistics. For example, first one, biometry, means biostatistics which deals with the problem in biology. If we use the statistics in biology, then it is called as biostatistics or biometry. Then the next is demography. It is the study of human population. Statistics used to study the human population, and that study is called as demography. Then econometrics, a statistical tool to prove or disprove the theories of economics. Means if we use the statistics in the subject economics to prove or disprove the different theories in economics, then it is called as econometrics. Then the fourth one is statistical quality control. It is the control of quality of manufactured goods before marketing. Means before giving the market for the manufactured lot or before selling the product, if we are testing for its quality, then it is called as statistical quality control. Then next is actuarial science, statistics in the field of insurance. If statistics are used to prepare different policies, then in the insurance, then it is called as actuarial science. Then stilometry, statistics in literature. If statistics used in literature, then it is called as stilometry. Then the last is psychometry, which deals with the psychological problems. If statistics is used in the psychology or psychological problems, then it is called as psychometry. So these are the different branches of applied statistics. Then the next concept is functions of statistics. So different various functions are there. The first one is it presents the facts in a definite form. It presents the facts in definite form. Means it is with the help of figures we can represent the things in their true form. Without a statistical study, our ideas are indefinite. So the facts should be presented in definite form or in the quantitative value. If conclusions are given in numbers or quantitative value, then they are more convincing than the conclusions given. Conclusions are expressed on the basis of quality. So it presents the facts in a definite form. The second is it simplifies and condenses the size of the data. Means statistics presents large volumes of complex data in meaningful and understandable form. It means it simplifies and condenses or reduces the size of the data. Then the next is it facilitates comparison. Means statistics makes the comparison of particular phenomena possible through various techniques like averages, time series, index numbers, measures of dispersion, measures of skewness, etc. With this statistics, comparison enables us to understand the behavior of data over a given time period. The next function is it enriches our knowledge and widens our experience. It means statistics provides opportunities to enrich or enhance our knowledge, our experience with the help of statistical techniques and methodology. The next is it helps in formulating policies. Statistics facilitates the formulation of various economic and other policies at state, national or global level. Business organizations also make use of statistics in the formulation of policies in the area of finance, marketing or in personnel. These statistics are useful. Then the sixth point is it helps in business forecasting. Forecasting refers to the process of predicting future events. Statistics facilitate business forecasting through various techniques as time series, extrapolation, etc. Means if the previous data is available, based upon that data, we can forecast the future of business, etc. Then the last point is it helps in framing and testing of hypothesis. Statistics facilitates the formulation of statistical hypothesis, testing the validity of hypothesis, and developing a theory on the basis of results. This statistical hypothesis or testing of hypothesis part we are studying in detail in PUC second year. The next concept is limitations of statistics. So some limitations of statistics are as follows. The first limitation is it does not deal with individuals. Means statistics deals with only aggregate of facts and it does not deal with the individual fact. It does not deal with the single value. Individuals do not constitute statistical data. For example, Ram is an 180 centimeter tall. This is not a statistical statement because it is only one data. If any another data is available, then at least we can compare with each other. So statistics does not deal with individuals. The next is it does not deal with qualitative data. Statistics is a collection of numerical facts and the tools of statistics can be applied only for the quantitative measurements, only for the quantitative data. It is not possible to use these statistical tools for qualitative characteristics or qualitative data like beauty, complexion, melody, character, taste, intelligence, etc., which can be compared but cannot be measured in terms of numbers, in terms of figures. Therefore, in a study of such attributes, statistical methods are not much use or useful. So, it does not deal with the qualitative data. Then the third limitation is statistical laws are true only on an average. Means natural sciences are exact in the sense that their results are universally true. Statistical laws are not exact. For instance, the average number of accidents in a certain road is 4 per week does not mean that if all the 4 accidents have occurred in the first day of the week, then there will be no more accidents in that week. So, statistics only on an average. So, statistical laws are not true. Then, the fourth is only experts can make the best possible use of statistics. Now, statistics can be used by experts only. Those who are not aware of statistical methods and techniques, tools, etc., cannot make the best possible use of available statistical data. So, only experts can make the best possible use of statistics. Then, the last limitation is for statistical analysis, uniformity and homogeneity of data is essential. Now, this is a very important point. It is very essential that the data must be uniform and homogeneous. Heterogeneous data are not comparable. It would be no use to compare the heights of trees and heights of people. So, because there is no relation at all. This is a heterogeneous in nature. Homogeneous means there should be some common characteristic within the data, and heterogeneous means there is no any common characteristic within the data. So if heterogeneous data is there, statistics cannot analyze that data. Statistics analyze only the uniform or homogeneous data, and because of this, statistical analysis, uniformity and homogeneity of data is very essential. So these are the some limitations of statistics. Now next class we will study some more definitions on statistics. Meanwhile, you whatever the classes are going on, you prepare the notes from that and keep ready all your notes. Put 1 to 100 pages notebook for statistics and write all the notes in that. Thank you.